Turkey's kind of asked me if I would do it, and we've had conversations and an offer from Misfits as well.
Oh God.
You know, so yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, he's kind of got me a bit excited about it, to be honest with you.
Listen, if Eddie wants to box, we can box. We can box if Eddie wants to box. I don't think Eddie wants to box.
Would you be confident?
Yeah, listen, I used to, back in the day, I used to box with all the guys, boxers and UFC guys. I have boxed.
So if Eddie Hearn's up for it, you're on for it.
Absolutely.
I mean, he called me out on the Piers Morgan show for a fight. I explained that I'm pretty useless. I've seen him spar, he looks quite decent. So I've got into a little bit of training. I've started to think about it. I've started to visualize my ring walk music, and I've started to get very excited by the money. And now he keeps calling me a pussy. But I'm like, well, let's see if I'm a pussy. And then he says, yeah, but we're both bums and we'll go on the start of the night. I mean, you know, what would this be?
Gigantic.
Huge. I mean, we would make 30 million each. So I'm all over it. So, stick me in, put my name down, find me a pair of shorts, and I'll travel. So he called me out, I accept.
When a world-class promoter starts promoting himself, Hearn didn't just accept the call-out. He weaponized it, visualized the ring walk music, did the financial math in public, and turned a casual challenge into a legitimate commercial event before a single glove was purchased. That's not ego. That's a craftsman applying his craft to his own narrative. The $30 million number isn't a boast. It's a negotiating anchor dressed as enthusiasm. Hearn has been in enough big rooms to know that the moment you calculate the purse out loud, the other side starts calculating too. And Dana calling him a pussy, that's gasoline on a fire. Hearn is quietly thrilled exists. The revelation? Both men are too experienced in combat sports theater to be doing this by accident. This isn't two civilians stumbling into a fight. This is two of the sharpest promotional minds in the world building a product together while pretending to trade insults.
This whole thing started because Dana White said, Eddie wouldn't box me. I'll box Eddie. Yeah, no problem. Now, I'm a pussy and we're bums, and it would go on the start of the night. No, it fucking wouldn't. It would go main event on probably Netflix, and it would generate, it's probably the biggest fight out there right now, other than AJ against Fury.
You said, right, categorically, you said this in one of my interviews, that it does 1 million buys.
Minimum. Are you being serious?
Are you being serious? 1 million buys.
Easy.
Now, Hearn reclaims the frame. The revisionist history gets corrected publicly. Dana said the words first, Dana issued the challenge. And somewhere between that moment and now, the script flipped and Hearn became the one chasing. He won't have it. This isn't just a fight negotiation, it's a credibility war fought on media terrain, and Hearn has spent his career in exactly that arena. The bums going on the start of the night framing, dissected and disposed of with surgical precision. This goes main event, this goes Netflix. This is the biggest celebrity boxing fight available right now outside of AJ versus Fury. That's not hyperbole. That's a man who actually knows what moves pay-per-view numbers, citing the competitive set, with the confidence of someone holding the data. The tactical layer underneath the personal, Hearn is forcing Dana to either commit publicly or retreat publicly. Both outcomes serve Hearn. He accepted, he's on record, the ball is in the cage. And the smart money says, the real fight was always going to be the one in the press conference room.
He got 2 bonus. He got my performance bonus. I performed better than him. He got the fight of the night, but he got my bonus as well, the performance bonus. So he owed me 100K, and I'm gonna get this 100K on one way or other. I'm gonna make him pay me that 100K. If then I didn't pay me, he gonna pay my 100K. So we have a beef right now. We have a problem, big problem. 100,000 problems. He went 2-for-2 with the other guy,
Curtis Blades.
Curtis Blades. He didn't made a masterclass, right?
Azerbaijan was undefeated.
Yeah.
I masterclassed that guy, the Russian guy, 16-0. He beat everybody. He was undefeated. And I finished the fight. I beat him badly, 3 rounds. I deserve the performance bonus, not Hook. That's why he owed me 100K. And that's why we have a problem right now. I propose we fight for this.
Okay.
Hawk Juice against Secret Juice for BMF, for big BMF.
Only Paulo Costa could turn a bonus dispute into a blood feud. Strip away the theater, and the logic is surgical. Costa finished a previously undefeated fighter over 3 rounds, imposed his will, orchestrated a systematic demolition, and watched the bonus money land in someone else's pocket. That's not sour grapes. That's a man weaponizing legitimate grievance into a promotional goldmine. He doesn't just want the 100K. He wants to extract it personally. Cage door closed, no middleman, and the call out, a fight of the night versus performance of the night. Juice versus secret juice. It's chaos theory applied to MMA matchmaking, and somehow it's the most compelling beef in the middleweight division right now. Costa understood something the UFC brass hasn't fully absorbed yet. Manufactured outrage and genuine outrage are indistinguishable when the man behind it actually believes every word he's saying.
We're paying the entire bill on all of this. Everything that you're seeing, not $1 of taxpayer money will go into this. And this is the UFC's gift to the 250th birthday of America. And I think one of the myths that I would like to crush is, I don't care if you're far right, far left, right down the middle, wherever you sit politically, because everybody sits somewhere politically these days. This isn't about politics. This is about the United States. What this country is about, how it was built, where we all came from. If you love America, you're going to love this event. It has nothing to do with politics. We just happen to be in the White House lawn, and the President of the United States will be there.
Dana is doing what Dana does best, reframing the narrative before anyone else gets to write it. 0 taxpayer dollars. The UFC footing the entire bill. The 250th birthday of the nation as the canvas. Strip the location away, and this is a straightforward promotional pitch. A gift to the country, sport as patriotism, spectacle as unity. But the location cannot be stripped away. The White House lawn is not a neutral venue, and Dana knows it, so he weaponizes the contradiction. It's not about politics, it just happens to involve the president. That's a tightrope walk executed with the confidence of a man who sold bigger contradictions to bigger rooms. The genius is in the framing. If you love America, you're invited. It's an architecture of inclusion designed to make exclusion feel like a personal choice. Whether that sells to the far left or far right is secondary. What matters is it sells to the massive middle that just wants a great fight night on the most iconic lawn in the world.
I respect Arman Tsarukyan too, and he's a great athlete, great fighter. But I think since Ilya is champion in this weight class, even if Arman fights Ilya stylistically, he beats Arman.
Oh.
Because you can't take Ilya down. It doesn't even make sense to wrestling with him, and then Arman has to box with Ilya too, and Ilya will knock out Arman Tsarukyan too.
I don't know.
That's my honest answer.
Merab doesn't deal in diplomacy. He deals in structural realities. And the structural reality he's identifying is this. Arman Tsarukyan's primary weapon, his elite wrestling, becomes a liability the moment it meets Ilia Topuria's base. You cannot take down a man whose defensive wrestling is a force multiplier at 145 pounds. It doesn't make tactical sense. It's fighting the opponent on the terrain where he is most dangerous, which means Arman has to stand and trade. And that's precisely where Topuria has already proven he can obliterate world-class competition. Merab knows the labyrinth Arman would have to navigate, neutralize the takedown threat, close the distance, generate power against a man built like a trap. Stylistically, Ilya architects the problem before the first bell rings. Tsarukyan is a great fighter, but great fighters lose when the game plan gets stripped away, and all that remains is standing in front of a man who hits like a verdict.
Do you feel like you deserve more respect from the fans, though? Because, I mean, you've done nothing but be like a respectful guy, and you go out there, you acknowledge the fans, you acknowledge the crowd, you put on good performances, and people just seem to find something to get. Maybe it's because you're too nice. Do you feel like the fans should give you more respect?
No, man, do what you want. I don't care. You want to talk shit? That's all good, man. I'm in here doing my thing. I'm chasing my dream. I love my life, man. You want to be on the internet talking shit? Do your thing. Especially the more time you spend in this sport, it doesn't matter what you do. People are going to talk trash. They're going to find things to poke holes at. You know, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm super proud of my performances. I'm super proud of the work I've been putting in. And yeah, I feel great and ready.